Top, 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 top. A música é top, 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 top. Neste jogo a dificuldade está vinculada à sua ação. Quanto mais vidas você tirar, mais fácil será o jogo. Ah, é? Sabia não?
Não me diga.
Vou ter que chupar o chuminho, o Shang, vou ter que chupar.
Dá pra te passar um trato e tudo.
Caralho.
É?
Porra. Tudo isso.
É, rapaz.
Tem que chupar.
Tem que chupar.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone.
Na crown of the store, 8 feras ferozes nascidas de 8 noites ferozes. 4 pregos perfurados à cara do pecador.
One prayer for the summon
Hey.
by this song is perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city. Tis perchance the inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, desperate voices. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star, a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sun? What is song but a call to arms?
E fui. Tomei uma picanha. Virei vampiro.
But death.
Vampiro.
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 Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Olha só. Todo mundo morto. O bichinho tá todo morto.
Morreu tudo. Todo mundo morreu.
Tá tudo mortinho. Isso aí é com a dona maconha. Tá a ressacar agora. Isso é o efeito das drogas.
Veio das droguinhas.
As droguinhas assim, ó. Tem que ser, rapaz, tem que ser. Usa droguinha não, que isso faz mal à saúde. Não pode ser não. Vampiro do ruim. Tô em ação. Ó. Só maconhazinha. Tudo já agarrado, tudo morreu, tudo ficou com ruim. Fui o único que fiquei vivinho. Só sangue, tudo cagado. Anda cá! Sou vampiro!
Nega, sou vampiro!
Tô sentindo que vai dar merda isso. Eita, cara, já chupou o sangue da mina. Já tá. Chupou, já tá chupado. Ih, rapaz.
Mary! No! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on!
Tá com ruim na própria irmã. Porra, cara. Droguinha.
Droguinha.
A Mary morreu. Morreu.
Morreu.
It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Ei! Corre, velho. Sou eu que vou controlar agora, né?
These patrols are after me.
Corre, caralho. Como é que só?
No! No!
Let's go.
Don't shoot! This is
Ah,
a
bom,
nightmare.
ok.
I need to get out of here.
I need to get out of here.
This can't be happening. Over there! No! Please, stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on?
O que é que tá vendo? É, tu tá com ruim, né, menina?
Tacou.
What's all this about?
Tacou. Tacou de mudou.
Opa. Facadona.
I can defend myself.
Vem aqui que tu vai tomar peixeira. Vem aqui, ó, rapaz.
Who are you?
Vem aqui, vem aqui,
Ó,
vem.
tu é muito ruim, velho. Você
Sorry,
toma
you
peixeira.
left me no choice.
Taca peixeira nesse vagabundo aí, pô.
Who are you? Stupid
Quer morrer, né? Quer morrer? Ai! Tomei facadinha. Tu é muito ruim, já tomou naifada, tomou facada já.
Na piada.
Oh. Ah, aquele brotou.
No, please, stop.
Ai, ai. Ô vagabundo.
Who are you?
Tomou já.
You'll pay for that. What do you want? I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Aí tu é bom.
Listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, priest! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Tá tudo queimado.
The sun feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. It's locked. Let me go!
Toma da... Ai, ai. Toma facadinha.
I need to find shelter. Is anybody there? What is this place? Place seems should be safe enough here.
Oh, mano.
O que foi? O que foi?
A minha mandou-me o snap a ver um vídeo no YouTube que era a jogar Vampire, estás a ver?
Eu estou a fazer live.
O título do vídeo... Ah, estás?
Estou. Foi só a ver lá o que é que estás a dizer.
Vampiro do Ruim! Está a passar as vozes? Não.
Tá. Foi que eu escutei.
Não. Vampiro do Ruim. Eu pensei que era um gajo que estava a fazer live à toa, mano, com esse nome.
Vampiro do Ruim.
Vampiro do Ruim! Yeah, mano. Ai, eu caralho. Eu sou um burrão, meu. Vou mandar aqui uma puxão baixo da tabaqueira.
Tem que tacar fogo nos bichos para matar.
Mary!
Um bichinho matou a irmã.
Mary!
É verdade.
Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us,
Mary!
I will find them.
Tu é burrão. Tu matou a própria irmã. Tu tá com o bichinho e tá com o bichinho nos outros também. Que bicho lindo.
Aquele leão.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it to share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible.
Opa, há 3 pessoas, já assisti para tal disparate.
Who goes there?
Esse aqui é o Vampiro Do Ruim.
Who's there? Are you referring to
Vampiro
me?
vai chupar sangue e tudo que é lado.
Gemidão.
Ele chupa sangue através dos pílulas dos outros.
No! So much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Olha, também eu.
Certo, mano.
Xalim. Olha aí, ó, 500 conto aí, ó. Essa buceta. Aquele tomou. Aquele tomou ali o seu buceta.
É.
Ponto 38 aí, ó.
Força.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! There's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital.
Caralho, que eu tô. Caralho! Como o telemóvel voou,
He'll
mano.
live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Que tem amor aí, Inias. Mas quem é que são estas putas?
Muita coisa para ler. Tá aqui ó, para quem quiser. Tá aqui ó, para quem quiser ler, passa aí o vídeo. Coisa que está aqui, cara, depois eu.
This makes no sense. None of it.
Ai ai, o vídeo live. Disseste vídeo.
Opa, enganei-me.
It's a nightmare.
Opa, enganou-se.
That's it.
Ai caralho.
So be it.
Vamos.
Rational thinking only.
Whoa!
Morreu. Não vai ver papai não. Vampiro do ruim. Falta ali, do ruim ali embaixo. Take it back! Ah, ele morreu. Pô, esse gajo aí é grosso. É bicho mesmo.
Caralho, quase que me arrebentar aqui uma beia.
Tá vivinho, meu parceiro. Tu tá vivinho, mano. Tu não morre não. Tu aí, tu é monstrão mesmo.
Ui! Que touro, moço!
Isso é período.
Absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Isso foi o meu nariz que fez esse barulho. Também.
Ouvi agora na live! Aí eu fazer um foguete!
Camas de esconderijo permitem que você evolua e descanse, gaste pontos de experiência para subir de nível e não volta. Meu parceiro, o que tu quer, rapaz? Eu tenho aqui, ó, isso aqui, ó. Autofagia.
Nenhum comenta, está tudo a ver a live, mas ninguém comenta!
Ai. Opa, peraí. Deixa eu ver, deve ter mais coisas para melhorar. Tá porra nenhuma. Só posso melhorar isso? Bom. Beba pé. Beba pé. Vem cá. Que eu vou-me patar nos cornos. Beba pé. Beba pé. Tu agora virou o Brian, meu.
Virou o Brian! É o Brian!
Voice in my head.
Capítulo 149, olha o corongão aí, ó. Corongão.
Must belong
É,
to
esse
the
jogo
one
já
who
previu o
made
Corongão, tu vais entender lá mais pra frente.
Gaia. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Ih, rapaz, que tá aí as cabeçadas aí, mano?
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
É, eu não sei se tu reparaste, mas o corpo sumiu.
Tem bichinho aqui, tem bichinho aqui, sai daqui, demônio.
Where's the leech? Here!
Ah, pô.
My head's spinning. I cannot enter.
Já veio.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Die, vermin!
Oh, chupa o sangue, meu parceiro. Vampiro! Ih. Olha cá, tu vai tomar, tu vai morrer.
There's a strength.
Morreu.
A strength I never knew I had.
Como é que é? Tu é monstrão, né? Tu é a mania que é monstrão, não é ligado? Tu tomou, vai tomar aqui, ó. Que o.
Every fiber of my being is a fire.
Eita!
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Tem que dar zona. Tá calipau, meu parceiro. Tá aqui, vagabundo.
My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Alcança a margem norte. Isso é mundo aberto, esse jogo não é?
Uhum. Mundo aberto. Aberto mundo. Oh!
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Tu é que fizeste essa merda? Olha, cara. Mata o ratinho!
I can't believe I'm doing this. It's locked.
Mata o ratinho.
Sou cocô, mano.
Dizziness from the jump. I can
Carregando. Carregando.
control it. It's locked.
It's locked. Deixa eu ver aqui, tipo aqui, ó. Isso é lindo, isso ali é moeda do jogo, não é?
Acho que deve ser o grande.
Matei o ratinho.
I have this thirst for blood. What will London have to
Eu tenho que evitar o máximo possível áreas escuras. É porque a minha televisão tem um problema, uma deficiência. Então a minha televisão é roubada. Quando estou em áreas escuras, ela fica mais escura ainda.
So many questions unanswered.
Por isso, se tiver de noite, ou se for no sítio que Que não dá para ver nada, eu ainda vou ficar sem ver ainda nada mesmo.
Aumenta o brilho da televisão.
Da televisão não está numa conta.
Aumentar o brilho da televisão.
Tipo, mas tipo, é só quando está em escuros, tipo, agora está normal. Eu até pensava que era da Playstation, mas não, é lá em baixo, na televisão lá em baixo não faz isso. Ganda cu, mano. Dá uma dentada. Tá morto, meu parceiro, tá morto, meu parceiro.
The man has been drained of all blood. I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Só só umas coisas a passar, mano.
Fresh blood. And the smell is so strong. Where has everyone gone?
Nossa,
Blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
Para salvar o jogo ia ter que dormir, não? John. Para salvar o jogo tem que dormir ou como é que é?
Ou sim ou não, esse jogo também salva automático.
Na noite seguinte.
Olha ó. They don't run away. They don't run. Run on that.
A little life. Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that.
Que parece aí o Vampiro do Ruim.
Things can only get worse.
Oh,
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
oh.
Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous
Já,
blonde.
This is important.
você já viram o tutorial do gajo daquele que fez meia hora de pagar uma porta, ele fez
This is a free
vídeo de
country.
como fazer um fixe.
What's going on around here? It's like
Caralho.
everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard
Que-
about?
Não foi nada.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime.
Damn.
You murdered someone. Blame the sewer dog. Hey,
Já viste,
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
já viste o tutorial de como fazer um fixe?
I'll leave you to your
Um tutorial de como fazer um fixe.
whoever he may
Tens que
be.
ver, tens que ver.
Hello,
O gajo
sir.
faz isso é o rei de Portugal.
Are you alright? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know.
Maybe you
Vai,
prefer
vai,
to speak with Tom then.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Nossa Senhora.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible
The murders. What can
Só
you say
vem o
about
vôlei, vôlei.
bodies found in the
Job.
streets every morning. Drained of blood. This is horrible. Some say
the sewer dog?
no one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts.
Não estava a perceber.
The ancients say.
Minha avó estava só a cozinha. Tipo, havia um ovo e um ovo.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed
Are the authorities doing anything?
nothing. There are so many quarantines.
Pim, pim,
What
pim,
is
pim,
this
pim.
place?
This is Tom's bar. A turquoise turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Most people are
Teve que andar a lamber as paredes.
and those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
I'll leave then.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale.
No, thank you.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Where am I? Where is the...
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you...
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
So you're open?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Ah, Júnior, eu já te contei que eu agora não posso ir para a escola quando estou descansado.
You must be new around here.
Ué.
Don't you know about the murders?
Que agora os gajos, as pessoas estão a tirar a carta, são as que vêm buscar a casa.
Ué.
Na sexta-feira veio uma gaja que estava a tirar a carta. Eu, o cu apertado de uma maneira, mas já. Que gajosa é esses? Estou a falar sério, mano. Ela e os S não sabiam termos altos e que o gajo, não vou chegar lá a ver, pronto.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Oh, yeah. We paid for the entire week.
Who is this man?
Like a gentleman, I guess. Well dressed.
How long has he been?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
I need to meet this man.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I...
Yes?
No funny business. You hear me?
Ah! Jogou droga.
No place for you.
Texto Júnior.
Several patrols roaming the area.
Que porra.
They're looking for vampires. They're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
Caralho.
You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire! Who are you? I mean you no harm.
Não queria dizer nada, mas eu acho que.
Present yourself!
Coisado de coisa do
I need a word.
Acho que sim, não sei, Júnior.
Diz.
Deste não está a ver?
Dei, porque eu estava ali a falar e para ouvir a história também. Mas ela consegue me ouvir, não consegue?
Não sei.
Pergunta a ela se ela consegue ouvir.
Yeah. Consegues ouvir o Júnior?
Ai. Consegue?
Consegue.
Ah, ok.
Anyone?
Não para caralho, não! Está assim, não. É mau. Uma comigo no olho, moço.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Não sei. Está em francês.
And who might...
Aí a puta, pudesse mandar um daqueles arrotos mesmo bujarda mesmo, descarregar em cima.
You be?
Então parei.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse.
Tem uns quantos mosquitos por aqui.
Someone is molesting me.
The calling card of a vampire.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim.
Pá,
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors
vai
of
morrer, cara, vai
violent
ser
murder.
que.
How different?
A vampire is at work
É
here.
caralho.
Famished. Reckless.
Ah, desse tabaquinho, meu.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is
Ui,
mutual.
a cara dela. Rrr.
And
E
what
olhos
exactly
verdes,
is
moço.
this brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is
Try.
not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
Leila, ai meu Deus, darling.
A shadow, indeed.
Isso.
Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
I will find them.
How will you do anything? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find them?
I will at last have the
Man,
answers
that's
to
not my
my
man.
questions.
Segunda-feira chegou o novo Flutter, Júnior. Vai ver a puta da neta nada, amor.
And pray we shall
Caralho! Tá bem, dá 500 megas, não brincas! 500 megas, meu irmão! Estás a saber o que é 500 megas? É que eu não! Olha, desse... Ganhanho! Oi!
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone. Hello, sir.
You're still ugly as...
I'll leave. I can't say I told. Goodbye, Mr. Wall.
Controle. Foda-se, mas a gaja tem uns olhos que até se vê lá no fundo, meu. Foda-se, olhos verdes. Verde claro.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions.
O gajo não, o gajo já está com os
I
olhos
spoke to
vermelhos.
Dr. Swansea. He's not the man.
Truth.
I suspect that
Não
someone
sabes?
else was here tonight.
I'm just the barmaid here,
Isso
okay?
aí faz muito...
I can feel your fear,
bom.
madam. Please,
Não! Se controle!
why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every...
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual.
Tell me about this, William.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory.
Why keep it a secret?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear.
I see.
Foda-se, mais outra. Ai... Snapchat de merda. Foda-se!
You again.
Ai caralho! Tá cheio! Oh, vai lá que vai faltar uma bilhota! Saca da puta da bengala e ainda levas com ela na testa.
To me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Tchus!
Who is he?
William?
Ui,
Sailor
ui, ui,
who loves
que
his
isso
gin
aqui é
too
toda.
much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Olha como assim, não és tu por acaso. É uma Filipa Moreira. Se bem. Tu que vens com uma conversa de pães e o caralho, tu vês. Vamos já!
Barely stand up most of the time.
Não se vê nada, avô. Oh caralho. Isto está-se bem mais uma vez, eu ia contar. Oh, esquece, amanhã já não vais ter frigorífico, micro-ondas. Nada, vai estar aí. Ai, o caralho. Nem precisas de dieta. Já estou. Tu é mais uma com 2 partes de tal, meu.
How was he tonight?
Oh não,
Is he different?
oh não.
Sicker than usual, perhaps.
Tenho que pagar a viagem, depois eu vou.
He whined and mumbled about.
Não vou, não, eu não
I
vou.
need to find him.
Só falta que pessoas que venham ao Porto.
Try his boat. It's up by the north.
Please describe him.
Mentira.
Respect. He's a tall,
Eu não vou, não.
bastard with a bad.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Da escada? Fica lá que está bom. Ui, moelinhas.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city?
Não foi? Não cheguei a essa parte, já está muito mais avançada que eu. Se calhar ainda vou desinstalar o jogo, que eu estou a faltar de jogo.
This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
Não. Está dando?
What's this? This corpse has been dried of its blood.
Supercell? Supercell fez o que, ó, Júnior?
O quê? O que é que tem Supercell?
Supercell. O que? Supercell não é uma linha de job?
Supercell foi quem fez a... Acho que foi quem fez a Clash Royale. E essas cenas assim.
Que é?
These men, they're a company of
Caralho,
professional
Capcom
vampires, blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a head.
Capcom!
There are blood splats on the other side of the canal.
Oh,
We must
yeah.
reach that barge.
Well. Acabei, como é que eu tenho que dizer? Capcom. Amarga, caralho! Anda! Também não! Sábado fui às comprinhas. Comprei uma camisola de edição social de Santa Cruz. Branca. E uma t-shirt da Volt. Let's go. Tá foda pra todos. Caralho.
It's elite! Kill it! Fuck his ball! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Não passo! Olha, olha. Tacando o bicho. Ó, conexão, perdeu a conexão aqui. Perdeu a conexão. Perdeu a conexão. Ih, caralho, este saiu. Não batista, mas eu conheço, não. É uma manete, meu. Nem coisa, nem nada. Ih. Caralho. Hã? Que? Que o quê? Hã? Que? Caralho. Caralho.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Não tenho medo de fazer o que faço, sei lá, e faço. Ah, caralho. Ele é uma pessoa que tipo faz as coisas sozinha, que sei lá. Ok. Foda-se, vai na internet, meu. Espera aí que deixa estar que eu já estou lá.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Caralho.
William,
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Você faz sozinho e é corajoso. Sozinho. Pegava com todo respeito. Pegava com todo respeito. Pode pegar. Com todo respeito. God. Eu já apagar com o cu, se for.
William was an honourable man. I could have saved him.
Caralho.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there? We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred. Sir,
Pois é, eu instalei assim.
listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock. I must return to my flock. They stay without me.
Cheguei a jogar alto, mas não sei se o processo ficou guardado. Não tenho guardado.
Remember, certain spells are every bit as resistant as we are.
Muitas.
Who are you?
Antes de eu ter instalado outra vez, que eu desinstalei, joguei, desinstalei e agora vou instalar.
Truly are a newborn.
Oh, esquece, fiz uma orgia, não assim, brinca.
Aí já vai, peraí.
I believe so.
Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. You'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fault. The flock needs me.
Yes. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital, just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood
qual é da stream, tá boa?
poor William, I was
Estou a tentar rodar lá 60 FPS.
Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally...
Gonçalo Gais, como é que vai a vida, pá?
When myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider.
Olha a Dona Beatriz, pá. Isto é aqui, já vai gostar todo daqui às 6.000 lives. Isso, que orgulho, Nossa Senhora.
You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
É por causa do barulho. Aqui isso tem, eu ativei as vozes para aparecerem no coiso. Na live. E depois para notar as dicas, para notar aqui a demonstrar as tuas conversas aqui ao meu público maravilhoso. Silêncio também. É também para uma pessoa se concentrar também.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. I'm coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better.
Sinto-me mal agora.
Back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fuck me. Fuck you. Kill you. Kill you.
Sinto-me mal agora. Não sei porquê.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate.
Thank you, nurse.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a...
Thank you. Nurse Crane.
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke.
I would like to ask a few questions. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in.
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing would...
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the...
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and...
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better...
Thank you, no. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of
Please, describe to me what you feel.
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my...
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Hill?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French...
Delusional, you say? Ugh, sad and petty mortal. You can't... even begin to understand the concept of immortality.
I'm assuming you must be a patient. Am I right?
It's only a cover. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit.
Who are these enemies? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For
I see.
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere with them.
Do you require my services, Miss Hill?
I have no need for you.
Who are you really? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require?
I'm curious to know who you were.
No, such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you. Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No, I don't.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position.
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little...
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the
Can I ask you precisely why?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. I know.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken in...
You do realize she's mentally disturbed?
In her madness, she never refers to.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Goodbye for now.
Disgust on every street corner.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize.
What do you mean? You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The wet.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Deuce Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. The poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton?
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel...
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion.
And I'm sure he'll take the best care of it.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. Then I can go back to the people who need me.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Gonçalo Reis.
I'm to stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from mortals. What about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war,
drug shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens
the abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank... Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated.
How would you describe the situation at Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry. I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned. Milton is not the chatty type.
Goodbye, nice one. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going...
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is long,
Quem olha pra cara do Jonathan parece que ele é tá na droga, man. Parece que ele tá na droga, man. Porra.
Exactly what are you talking?
Vedi che tu tenta che questo paese mi tu só pra cara dos noi. Agora que parei nisso, man.
Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries.
Estás a ver lá, estás?
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Diz que disseste?
Eu estava a ver no telefone, mas depois esqueci a bateria. E é que como tu tens um nome muito pequeno no YouTube, caramba.
Não percebi.
Tens um nome muito pequeno no YouTube, depois que vês o coisa do nome é meia hora para escrever, mas há porcaria.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to use those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We cannot... Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Já estou aqui a ver a bagaça.
Tem que falar com essa gente toda, foda-se. Vê-se na pai. Olha a cara dela. Há bocadinho parecia mais.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work.
Isso é muita punheta,
I
amigo.
was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter. I work in a
And a good one, too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. The difference is I disagree about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Goodbye for now, Mr. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer.
How painful is it?
Oh, isso é assim. Ó, tu falou já, olha, saca daquele machado, arranca a cabeça, caramba. Tu já vou para lá pior.
Ei, cara, escrevi mal agora.
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful.
So painful I'd rather not talk, Doctor.
How painful.
So painful.
I'll let you get some rest.
Waste your time with me.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your
Aí tem cara de bruxa, só isso. Chapeuzinho, tudo.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll...
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are
Pois é,
more
gente,
ambitious
precisa do
about their
Sporting.
futures than their families.
Contra... Hã?
Ganhou o Sporting, caramba, 2-1.
Contra cá.
Most of the patients
Ih, isso, caramba.
Yes.
Contra cá.
Husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
What do you think of your reception?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since
Contra Santa Clara.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Olha a filha da puta.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Já vai levar facada. Vai levar facada.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Já vou falar com outra tia Maria. Legal, tá. Deixa eu ver se esse aqui tem alguma coisa pra dizer.
Good evening. Tell me, why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed.
Pois é, gente, você viu agora a PlayStation por comando de voz? Dá pra falar também?
Já dá muito tempo.
Caramba, só descobri isso aqui hoje, ok.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
I will see you later. I have to go.
Cadê a mulher?
Sumiu.
Não é tu. Tá aqui, ó. Filha da puta. Tá já. Um cara que vou tentar.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Caralho, quem é então?
Good evening, Nurse.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Vamos lá fazer a missão aqui.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Vampiro! Vampiro do Ruim. Vamos lá começar a pancadaria.
Não, agora é que vai ser. Esquerda, direita. Direita.
Vai começar o cachorro.
I cannot enter.
Vem cá, cara.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Ai,
It's locked. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Caralho, que merda é essa?
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals.
Oba! Puxá-lo nos ladinhos.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked.
É, checando, nunca aparece?
Já tive a pancadaria, homem.
Não, eu tô falando dos últimos 3.
Ah! Ui, caralho! Foda-se!
These scars can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Olha eu. Ah, não, caramba.
Corriberghi. Eu não acredito. Esse machado é uma merda. Esse machado é uma merda.
Olha, surgiu das cinzas. Olha ela!
Olha ela! E os cubinhos de gelo? Ainda estão aí, não?
Fuck you.
Estavam na tua boca?
Não, agora é só de mim, agora é só de mim.
Ah. Olha, calma.
Estou aqui a comer este óleo de que internet.
Estou a comer Kinder. Bem gostoso. Mas não é bobo, é barras mesmo.
O ovo é mais caro.
É. E dura pouco. O problema é que uma surpresinha lá dentro.
veio um Mickey lá dentro.
Não! Sorry, eu vou na cama do volta, eu digo nada, eu passo vocês. Baby, vou na cama do volta, eu digo nada, eu passo vocês. Quero filmar. É, cara. Vai, continuemos.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Não sei, isto aqui é são tal de... Não estou habituado. Não sabemos que eu não estou habituado. Estás a rir, meu? Desculpa já. É, gajo, está a rir, estás a ver, sério.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. And lost.
Pois é, depois que eu fui operado no médico, era meio vesgueta, esse sacana.
Que foi?
Estás a ver? É que o homem para dar a anestesia tem que pôr a vacina
na gengiva.
Não, foi geral, ou seja, foi na veia. O sacana fez uma coisa, acertou-me a vacina ao lado da veia, tive que repetir, cegueta, e morro na boca como dizia. O sacana chega lá, tudo tranquilo, depois dá conversa, não sei o quê, dá a vacina e ele, porcaria esta coisa, aqui quando não vejo nada, não sei o quê. E eu, queres ir cá me dar outra? E ele, desculpe lá, mas nós aqui erramos aqui uma coisa, temos que repetir. E eu, caramba, só que na boca, caramba. Começou já o que é, e estava lá com duas, para caramba. Vamos ver que eu estou agora legal. Ele meteu uma coisa, fiz mesmo o coisa, subir o braço, chegar ao ombro e depois capotaste. Cara, mas não vi nada, só lembro que me deitei na cama, o moço falhou-me a veia e depois quando eu acordei estava ali todo maluco. A anestesia foi tão forte que eu para fechar o olho estava com o olho aberto, não conseguia fechar o outro olho. Para dizer.
Tá caralho.
Eu para fechar o olho era só o direito que fechava, o esquerdo não fechava. Estava com uma estragada.
Caralho.
A anestesia boa do caralho.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor.
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now,
duty call.
Caralho. Tá aqui um gajo metendo-me em grupos de mensagem, o caralho. Oh, não, quero falar com o gajo, estás tu, ó Zé. Ai, Zé, tu dá. Oh, Zé, tu não me digas tu. Oh, Zé.
Good evening, Mr. Manel.
Vamos para a minha casa, mais nada, falou. Até logo.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I
Olha o
may,
peito!
sir.
Logo!
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Eu vou fazer live de Tekken agora, mano.
É logo?
Fazer live de Tekken agora.
Check.
Vou terminar esta aqui para fazer lá a live de Tekken. Tá, já vai.